So here we are then, welcoming you today to one of the jewels of the Arab world. Jeddah, one of the biggest cities in Saudi Arabia, second only to Riyadh, gateway to Mecca. One of the biggest ports in the region, and now host to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at a topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Phoenix lines up on pole position, and Jacques Villeneuve completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell, Sainz, Norris, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Zhou, Gasly, Albon, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Bottas, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, and Logan Sargent. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And Anthony Davidson joins us for this one. And great to have your company. There's no weather to worry about here. What will be going through the drivers' minds as they finish these last-minute preparations?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn one. A bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going. Map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Didn't receive that, repeat the message, repeat the message. Got that, confirmed. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. Confirmed. Pack, that's P1, and that's Jack's behind. We're leaving the car behind by 3.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window opens in 15 laps time, and that's 49 laps to go. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Time last lap was a 1 minute 39.6. gap to your teammate behind is 6.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in second. Time last lap was a 1:42.2. Behind. And the gap behind us is 13.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 1:42.5. first position, front of the pack. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 16.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. Okay, 44 laps to go. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in fourth. Your last lap time was a 1:44.1. Our gap behind is 16.8 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind is 25.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in fourth. Time last lap was a 1:44.4. Copy that. Leclerc behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 22.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 1:42.8. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 47.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're currently 6th. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 44.8. Repeat that, I've got some interference here. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, push, gap to the car behind. 35.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:43.0. That's P1. Leclerc behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 40.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 37 laps to go. old mediums. They're currently 6th. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 45.1. Is behind you. Okay, gap to the car behind. 49.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1:43.7. Okay, we've got 37 laps of fuel remaining. Understood, copy that. Okay, clear. Gap to your teammate behind is 5.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're currently 6th. That's Hamilton behind. We're leaving the car behind by 3.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got 1 more stop. position, front of the pack. Hamilton's behind you now, and the gap behind us is 6.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're currently 5th. Time last lap was a 1 minute 41.9. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, the gap behind is 10.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:40.6. Okay, copy that. Got that confirmed. Hamilton's behind you now. Our gap behind is 16.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 40.8. Gap to your teammate behind is 19.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're currently 5th. Time last lap was a 1:41.1. Okay, so we've got 27 laps of fuel remaining. 27 laps. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 26.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 4th, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 41.2. Pack, that's P1, that's Hamilton behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 24.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, your pit window opens in 9 laps time, and that's 23 laps to go. Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 30.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:41.4. First position, front of the pack. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 36.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time, 5 laps. 19 laps to go. Gap to your teammate behind is 38.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Time last lap was a 1:41.3. Tyre condition still looking good. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Large group of slower cars just ahead. If you want to pit, we're close to a window. Fresh mediums. They're sitting in 7th, and the time last lap was a 1:40.2. Okay, so that's 17 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 16 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 42.2. They're on fresh mediums. They're sitting in 7th. Time last lap was a 1:41.0. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. And we've got 16 laps of fuel left. 16 laps. Pitting this lap then, coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. position, front of the pack. Hamilton's behind you now. They're on fresh softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. They're on fresh mediums. They're in third. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 40.6. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed. Okay, I've got information on Joe for you. Okay, they're out of this race. Okay, safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Okay, we've been informed due to increasing risks, they're moving from a virtual to a full safety car. Full safety car. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, the static over the radio. Say it again. Okay, we're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car. Okay, we've got 12 laps of fuel remaining. Approaching the safety car, you're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car. Okay, we're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it, you are the leader. Follow the safety car. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. You'll be controlling the pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety cars reach the pit lane. Okay, clear. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. Car behind, 3.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Your last lap time was 2 minutes, 23.9. You're losing about 5 seconds a lap. The pace is too slow. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in third. Time last lap was 2:22.8. Car behind by 8.0 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. You're leading the pack. That's P1. Car behind you is Jacques, and the gap behind us is 11.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. And that's 8 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to your teammate behind is 11.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in second, and the time last lap was a 1:41.2. And that's Jacques behind. Okay, the gap behind is 15.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 41.8. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in second. Time last lap was a 1:41.2. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Car behind you is Jacques. Our gap behind is 21.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 16 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 40.6. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap.
A sterling effort from the team and a magnificent drive to secure victory here at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure. So let's review the updated drivers' standings. Phoenix increases their championship lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Phoenix.
Let's move on to the constructors. The owner-drivers team moved to the top of the table. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.